It is Sunday the 15th of September 2019. I'm in front of the Lakeshore Unitarian Universalist congregation in Lachine, Quebec. And just starting up a protest against Unitarian Universalist clergy abuse, Unitarian Universalist cover-up and denial of clergy abuse, and various other Unitarian Universalist injustices and abuses and hypocrisies, including suppression of freedom of speech. I think today's subject is very much going to be about the misuse of the criminal justice system to suppress my peaceful public protest outside the Unitarian Church of Montreal, and various other attempts, and even some successful ones, by either the Unitarian Church of Montreal or the Unitarian Universalist Association to suppress not only my free speech but that of other people, including the free speech of some Unitarian Universalist ministers. At the General Assembly of the Unitarian Universalist Association that was held in Spokane, Washington this summer, there was a bit of a kerfuffle, shall we say, where the minister of the Spokane Unitarian Universalist Church, Reverend Todd Eckloff, was essentially, I think we could say certainly censured by the Unitarian Universalist Ministers Association somewhat afterwards. Reverend Todd Eckloff distributed a book called The Gadfly Papers at a booth of the Spokane Unitarian Universalist Church at the UUAGA in Spokane, I don't know exactly how you pronounce that city's name. And a certain number of people objected to the content of the Gadfly Papers. They even described it as hate speech. They described it as being homophobic, transphobic, and I think some other adjectives along those lines. Racist. I think they even described it as white supremacist, if I'm not mistaken. So there's quite a scandal, shall we say, quite a controversy arising out of Reverend Todd Eckloff's book, The Gadfly Papers, and more specifically, the fact that it was distributed on the premises of the General Assembly of the Unitarian Universalist Association, which was held in Spokane, Washington this summer. And there's been some fallout from that. There was a letter of censure by the Unitarian Universalist Ministers Association censoring Reverend Todd Eckloff, very publicly I might add, for the Gadfly Papers and what's in it. And then there was some backlash from people who are actually supporting Reverend Todd Eckloff and the content of the Gadfly Papers, which is very much about freedom of speech and freedom of conscience issues. Essentially, Reverend Todd Eckloff is saying that Unitarian Universalism, as it is currently practiced,